My friends, gather around for a tale of international intrigue that reads like a rejected James Bond script written by a committee of sleep-deprived chimpanzees. The US Justice Department has just charged Iranian General Ruhollah Bazghandi and his merry band of incompetent assassins with plotting to murder Iranian-American activist Masih Alinejad in the Big Apple itself. Because apparently, silencing critics at home wasn't enough of a challenge for Tehran, they decided to take their show on the road. Let's talk about our main villain, shall we? Ruhollah Bazghandi, formerly the head of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps counterintelligence unit, is a man who apparently watched too many spy movies and thought, I can do that, but worse. This chap was already sanctioned by the US Treasury Department back in 2023 for his involvement in multiple assassination attempts. You'd think he'd have learned his lesson, but meow, here we are again. Bazghandi and his co-conspirators are facing a smorgasbord of charges that read like a how to be an international criminal checklist. Murder for hire, conspiracy to commit murder for hire, money laundering and violating sanctions. It's like they were playing criminal bingo and decided to go for a full house. But wait, my friends, there's more. This isn't Iran's first rodeo when it comes to trying to silence Masih Alinejad. Back in 2021, they attempted to kidnap her. When that failed spectacularly, they thought, hey, why not try murder? Because nothing says we respect human rights, quite like repeatedly trying to off your critics. It's like they're taking the phrase cancel culture a bit too literally, don't you think? Speaking of our intrepid protagonist, Masih Alinejad isn't your average target. This fierce Iranian-American journalist and activist fled Iran after the 2009 presidential election, presumably because she enjoys breathing and not being in prison. Since then, she's been a thorn in the side of the Iranian regime, advocating for women's rights and human rights, with all the subtlety of a glitter cannon at a funeral. Alinejad, bless her, isn't taking this lying down. She's moved 21 times for her safety, but refuses to be silenced. In her words, the day of reckoning is coming, and no matter how far you run, justice will find you. I don't know about you, my friends, but I wouldn't want to be on her bad side. She's got more spine than a porcupine convention. Meow, let's talk about the brilliant minds behind this operation. Bazghandi, in his infinite wisdom, decided to outsource his dirty work to an Eastern European criminal organisation, because why use your own highly trained operatives when you can hire the discount version from Assassins R Us? It's like trying to take down James Bond with a team from the Wish version of Spectre. One of their associates, Khalid Mehdiyev, was caught near Alinejad's home with an AK-47 style rifle, 66 rounds of ammunition and a black ski mask. Because nothing says covert operation like looking like you're about to rob a bank in a 90s action movie. I half expected him to be carrying a comically large sack with a $sign on it. The technological aspects of this plot were equally sophisticated. By sophisticated, I mean they used internet searches and messages to coordinate their master plan. It's like they Googled how to assassinate for dummies and followed the instructions to the letter. They even conducted ongoing internet inquiries about Alinejad's activities and family, because apparently stalking someone's Facebook page is now considered high-level espionage. The US government, not known for its sense of humour, is taking this quite seriously. Attorney General Merrick Garland said, "We will not tolerate efforts by an authoritarian regime like Iran to undermine the fundamental rights guaranteed to every American." Translation: Iran, darling, this isn't a game of whack-a-mole with dissidents. Please find a less murdery hobby. But let's not forget the broader context, my friends. This is just the latest chapter in the ongoing soap opera that is US-Iran relations. It's like a dysfunctional relationship where one party keeps trying to murder the other's friends. Not exactly the foundation for a healthy long-term partnership, if you ask me. I'm sure this assassination attempt will do wonders for their diplomatic ties. Nothing says let's be friends quite like trying to murder each other's citizens, right? The Iranian government, in its infinite wisdom, has denied all charges, claiming it's all part of an American plot to undermine Iran. Yes, because clearly the US government has nothing better to do than fabricate elaborate assassination plots. I'm sure they're just sitting around the White House thinking, you know what would be fun? Let's make up a story about Iran trying to kill someone in New York. It's not like they have a country to run or anything. This plot is just the latest in a long line of the IRGC's greatest hits, pun absolutely intended, when it comes to targeting dissidents abroad. It's like they're playing a global game of silence the critic, but instead of points, they're scoring international condemnation and sanctions. They're really going for the high score, aren't they? Let's not forget that Iran was recently expelled from the UN Women's Commission due to human rights abuses. This assassination plot is really helping their case, isn't it? It's like they're trying to speedrun their way to international pariah status. At this rate, they'll be winning the most likely to start World War III award at the next UN General Assembly. For Iranian dissidents living abroad, this plot is about as comforting as a porcupine in a balloon factory. It's a stark reminder that the long arm of the Iranian regime doesn't stop at its borders. But if Tehran thought this would silence its critics, they've clearly underestimated the power of righteous indignation and a good VPN. In light of these events, I think it's time to issue a travel advisory for Iranian dissidents abroad. Warning: your home country may try to murder you. Pack accordingly. Recommended items include a bulletproof vest, a fake moustache, and a healthy sense of paranoia. The potential consequences for Iran, if found guilty of orchestrating such plots on foreign soil, could be severe. I mean, more severe than their current everyone hates us status. We might see more sanctions, diplomatic isolation, and strongly worded letters. That'll show 'em. As we watch this international drama unfold, remember to stay tuned to Newscats for more updates on the world's most incompetent assassins and the regimes that love them. We're your #1 source for international espionage updates and dictator faux pas. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tales of geopolitical mishaps and autocratic misadventures. In conclusion, my friends, this whole debacle reads like a cautionary tale about what happens when you wish for a James Bond villain on AliExpress. It's a reminder that in the grand chess game of international politics, some players are still trying to eat the pieces. So, keep your wits about you, your ski masks at home, and remember, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you, especially if you're an Iranian dissident. In that case, they're definitely after you. Until next time, this is Ron de Parmesan, reminding you that truth is stranger than fiction, and apparently, Iranian assassins are stranger than both.